Inside of the Woburn Bowlerdrome, John Holt with Dan Murphy and Trina Fernandez, and potentially a historic show. Jeff Surette has won 9 weeks in a row to tie the record of John Zappi, who's one of the challengers today. Jeff, of course, looking to break John's record.
That's right, and Jeff doesn't know it yet, but I am now his agent. So we'll talk later.
He's really reached the big time then.
That's right. Oh, thanks, John. You're right. This should be fun. Regardless, Jeff is going to have a chance to make it 10 in a row against one of the 2 great challengers we got this week.
Let's meet the challenger standing by with Trina. Hi, Trina.
Hi, John. Thanks a lot. Well, we've got John Zappi and Chris Sacchetti, sort of the match everybody's been waiting for. John, I know you've been anxious to get back on the show. 9 wins. If you get past this guy, you get to face Jeff Surette, who also has 9 wins.
Yeah, that's. I've been watching him bowl the past 9 weeks. Incredible. He's an incredible bowler, and if I can get past Chris, it'll be awesome to bowl him. Be great.
It's all on the line today. Do you feel like you're in the divisional playoff right now?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty pumped. I'm ready to go.
I've heard there's been a little smack talk going on.
Just a little, just a little. Nothing too major, but.
A little reverse psychology. You're going to beat me, Jeff, that sort of thing?
Yeah, whatever it takes.
All right, well, I'm excited to see what's going to happen. But, Chris, you have something to say about this.
It's just going to go out there and give it a good shot, and we'll see what happens. I mean, Zappie's a good guy, good bowler. And,
what are all your friends in Woburn telling you?
Oh, God. The Friday night team's giving me a hard time. None of us have been able to get out of the challenges match for 6 tries now, I think. So they want to see something happen.
You got to represent.
I hope so.
Okay. Well, we have 2 guys that we're going to put it all on the line for 1 string. Back over to you, John.
All right, Trina, thank you. Here with Jeff, chance to have the record all to yourself if you can win today. Would it be any sweeter if you beat John to do it?
I don't know. I guess so. It'd be a fun match. I mean, may as well beat it from him.
It'd be a lot of intrigue for us, but 2 good challengers. We'll see what happens. That challengers match is next, right here on Comcast Sportsnet. Ready to go with the challengers match, 1-game match, John Zappi, Chris Sacchetti. Zappi to go first. One of the more successful bowlers in the history of this program, including a 9-match win streak that has currently been tied by Jeff Surette.
Yeah. John's record on the show is 26-11, so that's a lot of appearances. He's another one of those bowlers that have a 2-page stat sheet. Number of appearances he's been on with us. And of course, as we've been saying, he holds the record with Jeff now at 9 wins in a row.
He's looking at the 3, the 5, and the 10. The left-hander.
Leaves the 10 pin. Need a little more of that 3 pin to carry the 10.
Nine in box 1 for John Zappi. Over to lane 36. We use 35 and 36 here at the Bowlerdrome for the tapings. And this is certainly a highly anticipated show because of the record-setting run by Jeff. He has tied the record, looking to set his own new mark today.
It's the first appearance from John since the final championship show of last season, where he was defeated by Dave Barber, 137-97.
And we all know he wasn't pleased with that score.
No, he wasn't.
Typical, and he was frustrated by it.
He's looking at the 6 and 9 pins here, trying to get that first mark.
So 2 open boxes for John. Quincy, Mass, and he is at 19 through 2 boxes, a 9, now a 10. So here's Chris, our first look at Chris. He is the forgotten man in this story, but a talented bowler with just as much potential to advance and challenge Jeff this week.
Yeah, Chris was just with us a few months back. Bowled against Stu Bergman and lost in the challengers match 109-115. But he is back to try to get through that challengers match and stop the streak of Jeff Surette. 5, 8, 9, and 10. Couple pieces of wood out in the front. And the first mark of the match goes to Chris.
Chris visiting with us from Watertown, Mass.
Wow, he buried that ball in the 1-2 pocket. 7-pin drop is good, but he leaves himself the 6-9 on the right and the 7-pin in the far left-hand corner.
That gets Chris to 26, and he is ahead early by 7 pins. 2 boxes in, 8 to follow for both bowlers. John with that big average, 128. Five of them go, 5 remain. 1, 2, 4, 7, 10 in the right corner.
John does a lot of his bowling at the Colonial Bowl in Weymouth, Massachusetts. Needs that 10-pin to go. Close, but still no mark. And his final roll-off that he qualified for throw was at the Lanes and Games in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
2 straight 10s for John Zappi, has him at 29. We're going to break through for that first mark. And he is capable of stringing marks together consistently.
We'll have a good chance here at the 2, 4, and 7.
A little more of a challenge for the lefty, but it's set up for him.
Remains to be seen if the wood in between and behind the 2-pin helps him or hurts him. Looks like he's going to have to take all 3 pieces.
First mark, spare for John in the 4th. Chris Sacchetti stepping in for his 3rd box. Had a mark on this lane in frame 1.
Oh, ouch. 1 and the 8. Boy, pretty good effort on the spare, attempted spare.
Left with the 2 and the 10. And he'll put up a 9. Chris moving to 35. 6-pin advantage. He is opposite a spare, though, from John here in the 4th box.
That's right. To keep pace, he needs to put his own mark up. Try to maintain that lead.
Got a triangle leave of the 3, the 5, and the 6. Yes.
Matching marks in the 4th. Gets a little sidewall action off the right sidewall to clear out that 6-pin. Both bowlers with spares in the 4th.
Second one for Chris. Had to mark in the 1st, now another one in the 4th. Box 5 for John. Spread eagle minus the 7. That's missing in the left corner.
A little flush on the head pin. Tried to split the 2 and the 4 and just missed the 2-pin.
Eight in the box. He's at 52 as he makes the turn. 5 in the books. 52 for John Zappi.
Big ball, everything but the 9. How did the 9 even stand up?
This would be his second mark if he can convert. Second in the last 3 boxes.
Spare in the 6th, his second, as John said.
Big spot for Chris. Off that spare in the 4th, he'll fill it up right now. John at 5 on his fill. Chris gets all 10, huge.
Sets him up for a possible bonus money of $50 with another mark, but more importantly, 11, 13 pin advantage through boxes, through the 6th box with a fill coming on the strike.
One more ball coming up on the fill. It's a big one too.
That close to $50.
Make it 84.
.22 pin advantage now for Chris over John. John working on a spare. Can cut into that lead right now on the spare.
Adds 5 more to cut the lead down to 17. Deficit down to 17.
4 horsemen right plus the 7 pin.
Gets only the head pin. Chris Sacchetti's in pretty good shape. John Zappi is going to need a couple marks at least over the final 3.
Yeah. Here's your setup frame. The 8th frame sets you up for that final 2 frames. And a stretch run really needs a mark now. Trailing by, as John said, 17.
Got the 1, the 2, and the 2 in the back row. 9 and 10 looking at him.
And the wood is not good in between the 1 and the 2. The wood's probably going to prevent the 2 from being taken out. No,
he got
great
him all.
Shot.
That was a clutch shot.
Great shot by John Zappi.
Circle that one, that key 8th frame. There it is. 9 the last to go. 10 and 9. He knows he's on the ropes. Chris now, box 7, opposite of 9.
Chris has been able to put at least 1 mark up each time he's got up there. A mark in the 1st, then he was open in the 3rd, but mark in the 4th, mark in the 5th. He's looking at the 5 and 9. Boy.
Gain 1 and count. That's what he does, so. The box is complete, 7 boxes. He has his lead at 18.
Opposite the spare in the 8th, posted by John. Who will face our 9-time champ, Jeff Surette? Wow, was that a quick strike or what?
It might have been an answer from Chris Sacchetti, too,
wow.
To your question, Dan. Wow.
Watch this one, even in slow-mo.
Just explosive. Huge fill for John. He'll need this and more.
Yeah,
a lot more.
Almost have to mark out now and hope he gets a break from Chris and not fill that strike. Three, 6, 10 on the right, with the 4-pin. Piece of wood just right behind that 3. Could help the 3 jump into the 4. They'll have to put a mark up in the 10, a big mark, and then hope for some help by Chris completely falling apart. These matches in Chris's hands now. Four horsemen left. 1, 2, 4, 7.
He does get a spare. It's unlikely, though, that this will be enough, even with this extra ball coming up.
4 marks for John, all in lane 36. It's funny how that happens. All spares. The 4th, 6th, 8th, and 10th frames. There's only hope here to throw 9 or 10 and then have Chris have a bad box. That's not going to be enough.
Drops down 6 more. 117. Chris is at 104. Couple boxes to go and coming off the strike. So it appears that Chris Sacchetti will be the guy who attempts to actually help John Zappi and not to see Zappie's record broken completely by Jeff. Currently tied, Zappi and Surette. But John will not get to do it himself. Second ball to fill. There's Jeff warming up, ready to go. Calm, cool, collected as usual.
That's enough to secure the win for Chris.
At 120 plus this last box to come. Wow. Strike. That's his 3rd in this game. At this point, I might want to think about trying to keep some of those in his pocket, save them for the championship match. So if only you could do that.
5 marks in this opening game. 3 of them were strikes.
Thought he had the double. Going to put up a pretty good score. 139, 117, 22-pin victory, and the right to stop the streak, or at least take a stab at it. It's Cicchetti and Surette next. So here it is, the championship match as Jeff Surette looks to set a new standard on the program as reigning champ 10 straight weeks, but he will not take on John Zappi, who holds the record with. Instead, it's Chris Sacchetti with some nice bowling to beat Zappie, 139 to 117. And we start game 1 of 2 with Jeff the champ going first. Drop 7. That is the 2 and the 8 along with the 5. Triangle leave.
Oh. Caught that piece of wood. Ball took out the 5-2, but almost cleared out the 8.
Drop of 8.
Leaves himself to 1 in the 8. Not a bad break, missing the head pin to the right. A couple pieces of wood. Not real favorable, but let's see what happens. No problem there.
Spare for Jeff in the second. Came close to a triple a number of times a week ago. Had, I think, 3 doubles. Could not convert the triple. Our challenger dropping 7, leaves the 2, 4, and 10.
Just trying to move the 2 and the 4 off the left sidewall and across for the 10.
Chris puts up an 8 in box 1. And then he'll be opposite the spear here now in the second frame. Only the 10 remains.
2
with
veteran
plenty of wood,
bowlers coming in next week, John, Stu Bergman and Bob Whitcomb. And I was able to talk to Bob before this show. Wasn't too familiar with Chris. Chris is one of the newcomers. And he got some great accolades from Bob Whitcomb, say he has a devastating first ball. And he's ever could straighten out that spear ball, which he did that. He says he could be a force to be reckoned with. And of course, he had 3 strikes in that first game, so he does have that first ball. Sixth fill for Jeff Spear. 1-3-6 with the 8.
Eight left there in the back row. Jeff gets it with the third ball, moves to 36.
Another good crowd here at the Woburn Bowlerdrome. Appreciate the support we get from a lot of people come down and watch the show.
Particularly today's tape day when the weather has been a challenge outside to navigate in with some snow.
Another one of those 4-week storms. Jeff, another mark on lane 36, 2 spares.
Chris with his fill.
Chris does a lot of his bowling right at the Fairway Sports World as well as lanes and games in Cambridge, and that's where the final roll-off was held for his area, lanes and games. So he was able to maybe have a home court advantage there. Oh, the great 674.
Cannot convert after dropping 6 with the first ball. Moves
34.
over to the 36, box 4, opposite a spear here from Jeff. 34 and counting for Chris. Wow. They go down quick. He does have that big first ball, as Bob Whitcomb indicated. Powerful.
Yeah, you see a replay. This time he picks on the 1-2 pocket, but there's just no chance for any of those pins to stand up. Jeff working on the spare. Five and 8, trying to go 2 in a row. There's a choice here. Just play it like the wood wasn't there or go far right. Doesn't want to cap that wood. Ooh, off the wall, 2 in a row.
It's a little fortunate there.
It's difficult because it threw the pin, the 5 pin in front of the 8, had to come off the wall and finally clear the 8 pin out of there. 2 in a row, chance for bonus money, 3 in a row. Striker spear here, we'll give him 50. Ouch. A little slow reacting there. The 2 and the 7, and then you have the triangle 6, 9, 10 in the right-hand corner. Piece of wood out in front. He's got to take the wood and the 2 pin, I would think. Yes. He is just the master at some of those spares. Another great shot.
That is 4 marks over the first 6, and take a second look.
Plays the wood and that 2 pin. 2 pin takes out the 7. The wood takes out the triangle. That's worth $50 in bonus money. Now Chris working on 1 strike. Can he throw another? That's right in the pocket. 2, 4, 5 left. Spare on strike, so he's keeping pace with the champ.
He has 3 marks through 5.
Actually, that knots the match up after 5 boxes, 54 apiece.
Oh, can add 9 more.
Good action there. Looked like he was going to leave with an ugly leave of 4 or 5 pins, but everything toppled, leaving now just a 7 pin. 3 in a row. Bonus money. Yes, it is.
Wow, we have got a good one as we step aside for our first break of the championship match. Jeff Surette and Chris Sacchetti back with more after this on Comcast Sportsnet. Welcome back to the Bowlerdrome. It is Chris Sacchetti, the challenger, bowling just as well as Jeff Surette, the 9-time champ. In fact, Chris is ahead by 4 pins at the moment.
Yeah, actually, he's bowling a little better right now. And it's both bowlers 4 marks. Jeff all spares. Chris has got a strike in there with 3 spares. Well, okay, now he has a strike, 4 in a row.
More bonus money. Spare, 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 and now a strike for Jeff. Take a look.
Four consecutive marks. Everyone is worth $50 if you can keep the string going. 2, 4, and 5. Trying to make it 5 in a row. And he does.
Does Chris have an answer for that? So far, he has answered every mark from Jeff.
Just 4 on the spare. 2, 4, 5, 7 on the left, 6, 10 on the right. Almost looks like he has to split the 2 and the 4. That's what he tried to do, pull it left.
Open with a 6.
Yeah, disappointing 6. So that 2 boxes, a spare 4, 6, like 2 10 boxes. So they were even after 5 boxes, 54 apiece. Now Jeff has a 16-pin advantage with a spare already posted in the 8th.
Chris takes out a half dozen.
I think that's the first time Chris has missed the headpin with that first ball. 1, 2, 4, and the 8 in the back row. It's almost like you want to sneak a few marks in against Jeff. You don't want to like wake him up. 103, great opening game for the challenger with 2 to go. Unfortunately, it's 119 and a ball for Jeff.
Leaves the 3, 6, 10 along with the 4.
He's going to try to cut the 3 into the 4 and have the ball take out the 6, 10. No, a little heavy, got everything but the 10.
A 9 in the 9th gets him to 134 with a box to go. He has the top 2 game total of the season, an amazing number at 334.
Strike in the 10.
2 more balls coming up to add to his 144.
Pin come from behind, trip that 5 pin for the strike. 144 plus 2 balls. Safe to say he'll probably top the 150 mark. Close to a double.
Can he get to 154? Oh, wood to think about right out in front. Crowd a little incredulous.
And those are his friends.
Gets to 153. I talked about it being in the 140s. Make that 153 the final number. What a strike.
Looks like Chris tried to make an adjustment. This time he came in full in the head pin. 2-4-7 on the left. 3-6-9.
What was so tight in the middle of this frame is going to be a significant lead for Jeff, it appears.
111. Chris would like to have a 20 box here, spare, strike, strike, spare. Double strike would be even better, but get some of those pins back. Give him a reasonable shot that second game. Half wish to right.
He will finish open 4 in a row after marking in 4 of the first 6. So Chris has cooled off. Jeff has stayed hot. And Jeff Surette is 1 game away with a 35-pin lead from setting the new standard for weeks in a row as champ. The Strike Challenge is next on Comcast Sportsnet.
Hello and welcome back, everybody. It's time for the Strike Challenge, and today we have a familiar Strike Challenger, Rose Kelly. You were on last season, Rose. How much did you win?
$8.
$8. So this year it's $425 for a strike. Let's hope that it's that much for you today.
I'll settle for a spare.
You'll settle for spare. All right, but you got to shoot big.
Yeah, right.
Go big, go big. All right. Good luck.
All right, good luck to Rose. Oh, loose and ready to go.
She is.
A chipper mood.
Veteran. That's why.
Been down this road before.
She's not really setting her sights real high, though. She's just satisfied with a spare. Hurry, 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 hurry. It looks good. Oh.
It's the head pin to take out 5. Be a tough spare to convert if she could pull it off.
$50 for the spare.
She's at 6, so she needs 3 more to top that $8. Six is the number for Rose Kelly. Put our focus back to the championship match. Yeah, guys, you can cheer. That's okay, boys. Chris Sacchetti has got a hole to climb out of, though. He's down 35 pins to Jeff Surette, who's 10 frames away from some history. Four left as the 3 slides a little bit closer to the head pin. It's the 1, 3, and then the 8, 10 in the back row.
Look like it was hit well enough to carry that 8 as well, but still no mark, and he has to start quick, being down by 35 to guy's last name is Surette. You know, they were actually just going along, open box, couple spares, and all of a sudden Chris goes strike, spare, spare, and that just opens the floodgates for Jeff. It's just like the light turns on and he bears down. He came back with 5 consecutive marks of his own, including 3 consecutive spares, strike, and then another spare. 2 opens, 2 boxes. He very easily could have had 2 spares.
Instead, it's a pair of 10s for Chris. Jeff a pin away from opening with a spare, but the wood may be a factor.
The wood's definitely going to be a factor, and it's not good. 5 pin standing, couple pieces of wood. It's going to have to come up high in the wood. Either that or maybe the red line and come off the left sidewall. And it came up high. When you cap the wood, you never know how it's going to react. And that time, wood went one way, the ball went the other.
So Well, he matches the 10 from Chris, keeping that lead at 35 through boxes complete. Opposite another 10 now in the second frame.
He immediately turned around after delivering that ball. He knew it was off target.
Just the 10 up. Not anymore. So matching 10s in the first and second for these two.
8 boxes left for our challenger, Chris, to make up 35 pins. You know, the way he throws strikes, all it would take is a couple strikes, and he's back in this match.
The 1, 2, the 4, along with the 9 and the 10 remain for Chris.
Finished with 4 open frames. Now he's opening with 3 more.
And that's an 8. So his momentum certainly is slowed down. There's one go. So step in the right direction. Strike in the 4th for Chris.
You see a replay on that last strike. Pin coming back, knocking the 6 into the 3. You cannot let your guard down with these bowlers. I mean, especially the reputation that Chris has with that first ball. That's 5 strikes he's thrown if you count the challengers match.
Jeff gains a couple in count with the 10, but now he's opposite the strike.
One, 3, 7, and 8 in the back row.
The 8 stays up.
Feel a little bit of momentum swing. This is going to be a huge fill for Chris on this strike.
This may be his best chance to have any chance of derailing Jeff's quest to get to 10 weeks in a row. That close.
Almost a double strike the unconventional way, but leaves himself just a head pin and a nice piece of wood out in front. So chances are he's going to go spare on strike, and there goes 10 of those pins.
Yes.
This match is a long ways from over. "27 pins is the lead. Through boxes completed.
And now he's left with the 2, the 4, and the 7 as he shoots for $50 here, bonus money, 3 in a row.
3 in a row, bonus money, and a statement to our champ that I'm still around.
Picks off just the 4 in the middle.
That's what he wanted.
75 through 6. Jeff, box 5.
Oh,
yes.
boy. Converts the half Worcester. That was huge. Still. You see that final pins going down for that spare for Jeff.
fill of a half dozen.
Gave it a good effort.
Big groan from the crowd as he thought he was going to take down the 10. Does it the third ball. So Jeff Surette very much in position. Ahead by 26. Back with more after this. Perhaps 4 frames away from history on the Candlepin Challenge. Jeff Surette in the lead and in position to make it his 10th week in a row as champ.
Chris still has time. He's 4 frames remaining, trailing by 26. Cluster of 6 pins still left up, but got some help piece of wood in between. Catch the head pin, got a chance of converting this. He's got everything but the head pin.
Two 10 boxes in a row for Chris. Watertown Max.
Chris kind of threw his hands up there. Looked like a pretty good ball going in, but leaves himself the 5 in the center and then the 7 in the left-hand corner with a 6-10 in the right. He's going to play that piece of wood out in front. Down to the right, have the ball take out 6 and 10 and have that piece of wood come off the wall for the 7 and possibly the 5. Good effort, but nothing to show for it. No mark. He's down to 2 frames remaining. He's going to need strikes when he gets up there.
Just the thought of making it 10 weeks in a row on this program with the caliber of Candlepin bowler is remarkable.
Just,
to be
yeah,
that consistent.
You're right. You're watching something special here. As I said, he's not somebody that's 45 or 50 years old either. What do we say he was? 23, 24, something like that. So, his best bowling is ahead of him, if you can believe that. Another spare for Jeff.
And he is not having a vintage Jeff Surette effort here in game 2, but it bowled well enough in game 1 to give him some cushion.
Yeah, I still say sometimes it's just a matter of turning on the juice when he wants to. He met the challenge in that first game when Chris threw 3 in a row. Second game is he's just going about his business, but he's not pressing.
For a while, it was Det Klein who held the top mark on the show. Then John Zappi set the standard at 9. Jeff tied it last week and is on the verge of setting a new mark.
He'll have to face 2 veterans next week, and Stu Bergman and Bob Whitcomb, both veterans of the show. So again, another big challenge for Jeff. 4 horsemen left for Chris. 1, 2, 4, 7. Still alive. Needs some strikes now, though. Starts with 1. No.
Last ball of the match for Chris to come. And Jeff Surette has done it, folks.
Nice 10 box to finish up. 116 and 234 for a 2-game total.
Jeff's name now at the top of the record books for 10 weeks in a row. If you're wondering, each win each week gets him a $300 payday, so that's $3,000 for the 10 in a row, plus, of course, the bonus money he amasses. Very high likelihood.
Oh, my!
Ho! Very high likelihood he'll be with us for the final show for
Cuts the
334.
two-pin. Cuts the two-pin into 6 and a 10. Oh, my.
That was something else.
He turned around and waved to his buddy John Zappi, who's watching. It's a clinic.
Wanted to finish in style. He certainly has shown enough style, though, over these 10 weeks. He has reached the 10 spot. Something to behold, the bowling of Jeff Surette. Wins it today by 37, 10 weeks in a row. We are back for the wrap-up right after this. Welcome back for the wrap-up. And he has accomplished his mission. 10 weeks in a row, setting the new standard, Jeff Surette.
You know, and he's done it with strikes more than spares lately, but then he showed his ability when we had the 2, the 6, and the 10, and he cut the 2 over into the 6 to 10. It's just a remarkable bowler.
Just something special, just putting on a clinic whenever he wants. It seems at will, he can do that. We'll get his thoughts on setting the new mark in just a second, but first, Trina, standing by with the runner-ups. Trina?
Thanks, John. Well, I'm back over here with Chris and John. And John, not how you wanted things to turn out today. What made the difference?
No, the difference was I wasn't hitting the head pin. I wasn't really throwing a good ball. I was off a little bit. Either side, trying to, try to make a couple adjustments up there, and you probably shouldn't do that in one string. Just try and throw your ball and see what happens. But it didn't work out. Chris bowled good. Chris was on the head pin throwing strikes. He bowled very well today.
You did bowl well. Well, we've got $150 for you from the ICBA, and I know we'll see you back again really soon.
Sure.
All right, thanks, John. And Chris, monster balls for you today.
Well, usually when I'm hitting the head pin, throwing a good ball, that's the outcome. But dropping the ball, I was a little frustrated, but can't complain.
Hey, I thought you looked great, and you gave Jeff a good match.
It was a lot of fun. Always bowling against these guys is a great time. So,
well, $250 for you from the ICBA, so congratulations on that. Good day for both of you. Back over to you.
Trina, thank you. Jeff, congratulations. It's just been a joy to watch you on this run. And does it mean a lot to you? Is it important?
Definitely. Usually when you're on a streak of, however many in a row, you throw a couple bad games. Luckily, I had one in the last string there, but didn't hurt, so I got lucky there.
Well, again, well done. Very well done.
Seems like when you wait for that challenge, and then all of a sudden you turn it on. I always was told by Dominic Mescal, one of the past Hall of Famers, if you could beat somebody by 1 pin or 100, always beat them by 100. I don't think you got that killer instinct. You wait for that other bowler to get going, and then you seem to turn it on.
Well, a lot of people know you tape 4 shows in a day, and you got to save some energy when you can. Not tire yourself out.
Huh?
Where do you get my age? What are you going to do?
I'll be watching.
Now, of course, you go for 11 and beyond, so good luck next week.
Great, thank you.
All right, we'll be back next week right here on Comcast Sportsnet with the Candlepin Challenge.